Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to work with functional programming in Python. Let's watch this amazing video. In before tutorial we discussed about file handling. I think it's like a very clear explanation about file handling. We discussed many things in before tutorial, like how to open a file, how to close a file, and we discussed three modes, which is called read mode, write mode, and append mode. And also we discussed some of the methods, which is called tell method, seek method, split method, and also we discussed read lines method, and also file data processing. We written some of the code in file data processing. We discussed many things in before tutorial, and also I given some of the tasks. I hope everyone was done with that task. Now in this tutorial I want to discuss about functional programming. So just I'll close this file and I'll create a new Python file which is called functional programming. So what is meant by functional programming? Is Python supports functional programming? Lot many questions are arising in my mind while working with this. So before working with functional programming, I want to explain what is meant by functional programming. So generally, what is meant by functional programming means it's actually shorten the code. So if you want to write any code, we'll use like if loop, for loop, many things will write, right? So instead of that, functional programming will shorten the code within one line. You can write 5 to 6 lines of code you can write within one line. So that is called functional programming. And the second question is, Python supports functional programming? Yes, of course, Python was supports functional programming because Python has classes and objects. Because of that, it was supports functional programming. I hope it was cleared about functional programming. Now coming to functional programming, we are having these three types, which is called comprehensions, and second one is called iterators, and third one is called generators. So first of all, what is meant by list comprehension? So first I'll discuss clearly about list comprehension and I'll go to iterators and generators. Okay, so I'll keep it as markdown, which is called list comprehension. In Python, coming to list comprehension is an easy way to create a list. So list comprehension or more effective to work on that. So it is easy to work on. So I'll discuss how it was easy and it was more efficient to work on list comprehension. So I think we all of us know about list. I already explained what is meant by list, how to create a list, and list methods. Everything was discussed in before tutorial. So if you want to know what is meant by list, the link was available in description. Just go and learn what is meant by list. But now I'm not explaining what is list, how to create a list. I'm not explaining. So I'm explaining here totally about how we can shorten the code. So I want to concentrate mainly on that. I hope it was clear. I'll create some list which is called so I'm first of all, my task is I want to square root. That means I the list of items I want to do like square of that items, like 1 4 9 16 25. I want to print like that up to 10 numbers. So this is my scenario. So I'm using by using for loop. I'll do first of all, and the next step I'll do by using list comprehension. You can see the difference between both. So yeah, of course I'm creating a list which is called square, creating empty list, and now by using for loop I want to print like 1 4 9 16 and up to 10. That's it. Up to 20, of course you can do up to 20 also. So I'm taking a variable which is called for x in range 1 comma 20. Yes, indentation is very important while working in for loop. So yes, I want to square, right? So I'm writing the function which is called squaring of functions dot append. We are having a method which is called append. I already explained in list concept. If you missed the tutorial, I already said the link was available in description. So x star 2, that means I'm squaring every item in list. That's it. And finally I'm printing the list. So I'm written, it's like a very short code. Of course it's like a very easy to understand what I have written, and you can see the output. Of course 20 items, one square, two square, three square. of course all the square of items. So I hope like 3 lines of code I have written to these like 4 lines total. But by using list comprehension, I want to write this code only 2 lines. That is, one line is all stuff and the second lines directly print. Can we? Yes, of course I can write. Just observe carefully. Again, I'm creating a list which is called a square, the name. And here I'm writing the code which is, so first of all I want to square the this means I want to perform a operation. So just I'm performing the operation, you can observe. So after that, by using for x in range of 1 to 20, you can see that. So I'm using in one set of line, I'm using everything, you can observe. So I'm performing the operation, I'm using the for loop to iterate like 20 items I want to print, right? So that's why I'm using for loop. I'm giving the range which is I want like 20 items, and just I'll print this one. You can see the output how it was working. So just see. So here I written almost like I use an append code, append method. I think many members don't know about append method also in their in list. So by using this list comprehension, you can do a lot of things. If you know this append method, like copy method, they are having lot many methods. If you know, it's okay. If you not, you can use this simple code. So this is the beauty of list comprehension. Not this is the not beauty of list comprehension. This is the beauty of functional programming. I want to say that. Yes, of course. I think it's very clear. So now I want to use another code. I want to write another scenario. So you can see that, of course, I'm having like one is 1 square, of course, 2 square, which is 4, 3 square, 9. So now my scenario is I want to check like so I want to use bool. So with the bool, so if that even number, if it is even number, so I want to print like true and false. So we'll check out how it was working. So just make it as square. So I'm taking again list, and here I'm writing the code which is not bool. So actually I want to get, if not bool is, I want to get like a false. So just observe, just bool of x percentage to, that means I'm taking even numbers. For even numbers I want to get like a true, for odd numbers I want to get like a false. So just observe carefully. For x in range of, you can give 1 to 20 or 1 to 10. I'll give 1 to 10. How it was working, you can see that. Now I'm giving like 1 to 10. Just copy and paste it. You can see that output. Of course, 1 is an odd number, so it is false. And 2 is an even, 3 is an odd, so 4 is an even. We all of us know. So I think it's very clear. So this is all about to check odd and even by using bool. It's like simple code. Okay, of course. And now I want to take a one paragraph. Just observe, I'm doing that. So I'm taking one paragraph. Here I'm writing some content which is, this is Haripriya and this is very good girl. I want to write some content, just observe. So here you can see that I written some paragraph which is like this is Haripriya, I'm very good girl and I love yellow color. So now what is my scenario means, I want to split this every thing. So I think in file handling I shown how to split by using split method. So same here you can use like by using split method we can do like this is Haripriya, I'm very good girl. So you can do like, right? So actually I want to do that. First of all, I want to do that. So instead of this like split method, I want to do in list comprehension. So before I'm doing this list comprehension, I want to show how we can do in split method. If you miss in before tutorials, so no need to worry, I'm explaining here so you can understand very clearly. So I'm creating which is empty list which is called single list. So because I'm taking everything, right? So I'm creating single list, you can observe. Yes, of course I done. So now here I'm doing that. So by using for loop and everything, I want to do that. Just I'm taking one variable name which is called sentence, and in paragraph. So what is paragraph list? So here I'm writing the code and I want to split each word. So just make it as word. So again I'm taking and I want to split. So inside for loop I'm again writing for loop. I think it's like clear. So sentence dot split by using split method. Yeah, single word. So here I'm using append method also because I want to print like entire list which is separated by commas. That's it, right? So yes, I'm printing here word, and finally I want to print this single list. You can see the output. This is Haripriya. You can see every word was separated by comma. You can observe how it was working. So this is the way to split every string. So it's like a very headache to me because I almost I written inside for loop, I written again for loop, and I used to write append split method. I don't know about this all, but I written because I learned all this method in list concept. That's why I written and I know for loop everything. But if you don't know these all things, how you can do that? So no worry guys, we are having like list comprehension, right? So by using list comprehension, I can write within one word. So just observe carefully how I'm writing. So again, I'm taking another list like single word list, single word list. I'm creating that. So just observe. In this, I'm writing. So word. So I'm creating again one variable name which is called word for. So sentence in range. These are all variable names. You can use like y in, x in, so like that also. I want to use like general names that make sense to understand you, that's why. So yes, of course I'm taking the paragraph list. Just copy this name because if you do any mistake it will show error. It's very important. So paragraph for, again I'm using for loop. You can see that I used two for loops. Here also I'm using that. So but I'm not using any methods here up to now. So you can see that word in sentence. So here I'm using that split method. So yes, this is the way to use. And finally print word list, single word list, and you can see the observe output. You can see that yes, of course it was splitted. So it's like a simple line of code, and we can easily understand. Everyone was easily understand. So guys, this is the way to split the code by using list comprehensions. I think it's like a very clear explanation about list comprehensions. So you can do lot many things. I'm not explaining everything was clearly. So you can do like I'm giving some of the task in description. Just don't forget to do task in list comprehensions. We'll go to second type, which is called iterators. So what is meant by iterators? So I heard the word in many times. Yes, we heard the word which is called iterations. That is, for loop is and one iteration. By using that we can iterate many times, and while loop, by using while loop we can iterate, right? So what is meant by iterator in Python? Yes, we are having like two methods in iterators, that is called iter and as well as next. I'll explain everything how it was we are going to work. Coming to Python, we are having data type, data structures like list, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. These are all called as an iterable objects. Do you know that? Yes, actually I learned this word from internet. That's why I want to explain you guys. That's why I'm explaining. And these so here, so how the iterators can work here, we can observe carefully. So yes, of course I'm creating one iterator. So you can see that. So I'm just creating one variable. So I already explained we are having two methods which is called iter and next, iter. So iter, so it's a default method. So here I want to write the code which is called haripriya. So you can see string, sorry, I want to write the string which is called haripriya. And Now I want to iterate this haripriya string. We'll do like for loop we can do by using while loop, right? So instead of knowing while loop and for loop, I don't want to learn that all loops. Instead of that, you can do by using just print this one, and we are having next, just print iterator, and you can see the output. You will get h. Yes. So if you want like 5, so you can give like this, just copy and paste it. If you want like hurry up to hurry, so just you can see the output hurry. So guys, this is the way to get. If you don't know these all things about for loop and while loop, you can do very easily by using iter and next by using these all. I think it's like a very easy, no need to think logical things, and no need to do that. So you may get doubt what is the use of then for loop and while loop. So of course guys, if you want to use in write logical thinking and something you want to write which is uh, it is sometimes it was not useful to write in our programming, right? So next and iter, so in that time that for loop while loops are plays a major role. So that's why everything you we need to learn. So that's it. And I want to explain another thing. So by using list, so I have a games. So I have some games in my list that is called Mario and Super Dudo. So Dudo. So I don't want to waste time. And another list which is called Creepy Cat. So guys, if you want to learn Creepy Cat game development tutorials, so actually I made Creepy Cat game development tutorials. If you want to learn gaming, so in my playlist have, and also I kept the link was in description. You can watch this Creepy Cat tutorials also. Finally, you are able to develop game. Coming to our topic, so by using this, I'm creating one variable which is called final. So I want to print that, and iter by using iter. So I'm passing the list which is called games. Yes. So I want to get only Mario and Doodle. So what I can do that. So just print by using next method. You can get like final. So you'll get like Mario and Doodle, right? I need only Mario and Doodle. You can see the output. So this is the way to get what you want in the list or whatever it may be. If you create dictionary, if you create sets, you can use these all things. It is up to you. I hope it was clear about iterations, right? We'll go to next type, which is called generators. So what is meant by generators? So we can create iterations using generators in a simple approach. Do you know that? So generator is a function that returns iterations or objects. So generators uses yield instead of return. So generally in functions we'll use return type, right? So coming to generators, we'll use yield to return. So just observe carefully how I'm going to write the code. So I'm creating a function which is called what just whatever it may be, just name it as function. So I'm naming as function, just I created a function. So guys, I want to print up to 3 values. So how we can do that? By using yield. So instead of return, I'm using yield. So just observe carefully. So yield 1 means it returns 1 value. So yield 2 means it returns 2 value. Yield 3 means it returns 3 value. So finally by using this all, I want to print. So finally I want to print this uh, for x in uh, function. So you can see that finally print x. You can see the output which is 1, 2, 3. So if you want another yield, like you will get output 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, you can just change the number to 4. You can see the output. So guys, how easy. So we learn lot many things to use functions, these all things. So by using for loop, so I have written So yield, by using yield in generators. So you can do crazy things by using yield. Guys, I want to explain one program which is related to this iterators and generators. How it was working, we can see, observe. So what is my scenario means, actually I want to get output like four squares of the numbers. So generally I'll take 2 square is 4, again the 4 square is 16, 16 square is 256, and 250 square something number. So I want to get like that up to 5 numbers. So this is my scenario. We'll do by using this generators and iterators, how we can do that. So just I'm creating a function which is called def, and I'm creating square function. So yes, I created a function. Here I'm giving the initially the value which is called 2. So here I'm using while. So why I'm using while loop? Because if my n value is true, then it should be execute my function which is true. So yes, of course. So here I'm writing the code which is n square equal to 2. So you can observe equal to 2. So yield n. Yield n means it returns n. So just observe carefully. Yes. So I done very good job yield n. Now I want to create a one variable which is called final. So I'm assigning this variable, this function here. Why I'm assigning means, just observe carefully. So because we want to use next method also. So to use next method, so we cannot call directly the function. So I'm using, that's why. So here I want to get that range of 5, right? 5 for I in range of 5 numbers. Okay. So I'm assigning that. Now just I'm printing this value. Just print. So indentation is very important. Just print next of final, and you can see the output how it was going to work. So I think it's, if I remove this next of, you can see that output what is going. So you can see the output. So I don't understand what happens. So that is the way to use this. You can see that 2 square 4, 4 square 16, 16 square 256, 250 square, 256 square 65536, and 65536 square. Oh my god, some number. It was calculated my program. Anyway, guys, I hope you understand how to write the code. It's like a very simple write simple code by using these iterators and generators. I hope you understand. It's like a small recap of functional programming. So what we have discussed up to now. So what is meant by functional programming? And also we are having 3 types in functional program, which is called list comprehension. And we discussed by using without list comprehension and with list comprehension. I hope you understand the difference between those. And also we discussed the second type, which is called iterators. So generally we learned about iterations like for loop and while loop. Here we using like next and iter. By using this we done something crazy. So third type, which is called generators, I think we learned by using yield. Instead of return we used yield method. So yield. So I think we done something crazy by using iterators and generators, yield and next. So we learned lot by this tutorial. I'm giving some of the tasks related to this tutorial. So just find in description and do all the tasks. And I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. I'll come with another tutorial which is called maps in Python. We discuss more and more in that. Until then, wait for next tutorial.
Hope this video is helpful to you. In future, definitely I'll do more videos and more things, and let's subscribe this channel because if you support me, I'll do more and more videos, and do like and share also.